Tung 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 sahur. Tralalelo tralala. Chimpanzini bananini. If these sounds ring a bell, you've likely been ensnared by the latest viral sensations on social media. They're catchy and nonsensical, but oddly satisfying. But have you ever stopped to ask, why does this kind of content stick? Why does our brain crave it? And what is it really doing to us? Like that midnight when you pick up your phone to check the time. 5 minutes, you say. Just 5. But in a blink, an hour has passed. You've laughed, you've scrolled, and you remember absolutely nothing. Friends, you've just been trapped in a phenomenon experts call brain rot. Brain rot, according to the Oxford University Press, is the supposed deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state. Interestingly, Ventani, a private company, used brain rot to describe those employees who experienced mental numbness during work and argued that it wasn't a medical condition, rather a cultural one. Today, I will share with you the entanglements of brain rot, specifically how it interweaves with zombie scrolling, monkey mind, and confirmation bias. First, brain rot is fueled by zombie scrolling, a state in which one is intrigued by the endless stream of content, yet barely conscious of the time slipping away. It's the mindless swipe, the passive consumption, the illusion of engagement without any real thought. Meet Christopher Joseph, better known as the Rizzler, a 9-year-old TikTok sensation famous for his signature Riz face. Recently, he's been commissioned by a pizza company, so he and his father visited Austin's famed Homeside's Pizza to film a review for their followers. What began as a quick video turns a session of scrolling through comments, responding to fans, and watching reels. The next thing they knew, hours had slipped by, wasted, and their main task left unfinished. In this story, the Rizzler's experience highlights a broader issue: the growing difficulty teens experience in maintaining focus in a world saturated with digital distractions. According to the New York Post, Gen Z individuals spend nearly 7 hours daily consuming digital content, much of it on social media. Let that sink in. But this isn't just a matter of time loss, it's also a health concern. Harvard Health warns us that prolonged exposure to social media content can cause sleep disturbances and raise the risk of anxiety in adolescents. And the damage runs even deeper, because the Cleveland Clinic also notes that overstimulating content increases cortisol levels, the stress hormone associated with shortening attention span and impairing cognitive function. Over time, the brain gets hooked on dopamine spikes, making it harder for us to concentrate or think clearly. Frightening, right? But wait, this is only the beginning. Because when our minds are constantly overstimulated, something begins to creep in on the inside. A creature so violent, so restless, yet so silent. Chimpanzini bananini. He's not real, of course. Chimpanzini bananini is a famous AI 3D monkey that symbolizes absolutely nothing. But yet, he lives in our minds, swinging through our thoughts, pulling us from one distraction to another. The randomness, the overstimulation, the distractions, all these pull us away from everything that matters. Take my friend Poon, for example. He sits down to do his homework, opens his laptop, and somehow ends up Googling, "Do penguins have knees?" That turns into a video of Mr. Beast building a chocolate factory. An hour later, his math sheet is still blank, but now he knows that wombats poop cubes. That's the monkey mind in action, just pure chaos. According to the American Psychological Association, the monkey mind is a state of cognitive overstimulation. This constant internal chatter overwhelms our executive function, making it harder for us to concentrate or think critically. Not only does this waste our time, but it also chips away at our ability to focus, reflect, and think clearly. The monkey mind leaves us in a state where none of our critical faculties work, making us a victim of confirmation bias. According to Britannica, confirmation bias is our tendency to seek out and accept information that supports what we already believe in, while ignoring anything else that challenges it. This is basically the brain's habit of sticking to what feels right instead of what is actually factual. Once confirmation bias takes control, however, something dangerous begins to happen. We stop asking questions. We stop questioning what we see. We stop taking the value of truth. Everything condenses into what just feels right. Then there's Prize, a gym beginner. Prize scrolls past a reel one day of a fitness influencer claiming that eating 20 raw eggs daily will get you instantly shredded. Without questioning it, he shares it with his friends. But when a friend calls him out, he replies, "But the guy looked jacked," and defends it with all his life. That's confirmation bias. Once we believe or share something, we tend to defend it, not because it's true, but because it prevents us from being wrong. And that's the real danger. It keeps us locked in false beliefs, in our reality where truth bends to what we want to believe, even when the truth is staring right at our faces. And it's not just Prize. It can be any of us. Ladies and gentlemen, zombie scrolling, monkey mind, confirmation bias, all feeds back into the brain rot. They work like an orchestrated ensemble that captures our attention and locks us in it. And the worst part is we don't even realize this is happening. Like a parasite nesting in the mind, it feeds off our attention, disguises itself as truth, and slowly takes control from the inside. Our minds are being reshaped, trained to consume, not to question. But it doesn't have to end this way, because every scroll is a choice to think, a choice to stop, a choice to regain control. Because you weren't built to be taken over by these inferior forces. You're built to think. You're built to choose. So choose, and choose wisely, before the choice is no longer yours. So the next time you pick up your phone to check the time and find yourself wallowing into reels of AI-generated animals yelling, "Tung tung 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 sahur," pause for a second, touch some grass, and ask yourself, who's really in control here? Is it you or the monkey? Thank you.